Hi everybody, Miss Rachel from the Farmingdale Public Library here. May is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, so today I'd like to show you some books for children and tweens with Asian American protagonists. All of these books are available as ebooks through OverDrive and the Libby app, and as physical copies inside the Farmingdale Public Library. The first book I'd like to show you is a picture book, A Big Mooncake for Little Star by Grace Lynn. It's about Little Star whose mother is baking a cake. The mooncake is a traditional dessert served at the Mid-Autumn Festival, and Little Star can't wait to eat it. She loves baking them with her mother. Maybe a little nibble won't hurt. She can't wait to taste some, and what happens when she can't resist the temptation anymore? Well, find out what happens in this lovely Caldecott Honor book. The next book that I'd like to show you is an historical fiction novel, which is based on true events. It's called A Place to Belong by Cynthia Kadohata. World War II is over, and Hanako and her family have finally been allowed to leave the internment camp set up by President Roosevelt to confine the Japanese Americans during the war. Now, her parents are moving them back to Japan to live with Hanako's grandparents, except that Hanako is an American citizen. She was born in the U.S. She's never been to Japan. She speaks English better than Japanese, not to mention that the country's been ravaged by atomic bombs. And her grandparents live in a small village just outside Hiroshima, where one of the bombs was dropped. The country is beautiful, but everyone there is starving. The black markets run rampant, and countless orphans beg for food and medicine on the streets. How can Hanako help them? She wants to help them, but there's not even enough food for her own little brother. In this story, she must make some difficult choices, but sometimes you can find courage and strength and beauty even in the most dire of circumstances. The next book I'd like to show you is a tween novel, The Best at It, written by actor Maulik Pancholy. This one's something of a romantic comedy. Rahul Kapoor is heading into 7th grade in a small town in Indiana. The start of middle school is making him very anxious, so his grandfather gives him some well-meaning advice. Find one thing you're really good at and become the best at it. Rahul is sure that when he finds the thing, whatever that thing he's the best at is, the bullies will finally leave him alone, and maybe he won't be so worried about staring at his crush all the time. But what happens if Rahul isn't the best at anything, and if he's just an ordinary kid? Sometimes being a regular person and living honestly is the best and most courageous thing you can do. The last book I'd like to show you today is a fantasy chapter book called The Serpent Secret by Sayantani DasGupta. On the morning of her birthday, Kiranmala is just a regular 6th grader living in Parsippany, New Jersey. That is, until her parents mysteriously vanish and a drooling Rakosh demon slams through the kitchen determined to eat them all alive. Turns out, there is something true to her parents' fantastical stories, like how Karen is a real Indian princess and how she comes from a place beyond this world or beyond this dimension. Suddenly, she's sucked into a fantasy world with magic and winged horses, and now she's got to solve riddles and battle demons and avoid the Serpent King of the Underworld and the Rakoshi Queen in order to find her parents, and while she's at it, save New Jersey, the entire world, and all the other dimensions tied up in it. Well, I hope you like this collection of stories. They're all excellent, but wildly different from each other. Please feel free to leave us your opinion in the comment section below, and happy reading!